Hey, just gotta. I noticed something after reviewing the videos that I made yesterday, and I just wanted to point one thing out. Um, so, uh, so the original image that I used um, is this one right here. And so you'll notice that in the bottom left corner it says 1920 by 1080 pixels, and it's 6.2 megabytes. So that's why we're dealing with a 19 by 20 time 1920 by 1080 matrix, and finding the eigenvalues of that when it's multiplied with its transpose. Yeah, we're left with like a 1920 by 1920 matrix, and finding the eigenvalues of that is very time consuming. Um, but one thing that I kind of messed up on yesterday in my program was the final output was JPEG. Um, so let's see. Yeah, this is the highest amount, and you'll note that in the bottom left corner, this image is it's 480 by 480 pixels. So to convert to a JPEG file, there it involves compression. So in other words, the JPEG file will never contain all the pixels. Just as a property of JPEG, it's 480 by 480. So that means I compressed it. I compressed the 1920 by 1920 matrix, and then the final output was a 1920 by 1920, but I compressed it again to format it into JPEG. So the final image is a compressed version of a compressed version. uh, so I wrote some new functions last night to output high res pictures or full resolution pictures. In other words, it won't compress it down to convert it to JPEG. So these are the high res pics right here, and you'll see that this is 200. That's when k is equal to 200, or that's when there's 200 singular values. Right here is 99 singular values. And you'll note at the bottom it's 1920 by 1080 pixels, which is what we wanted. And so yeah, I actually ran this function while I was sleeping. I'm not sure how long it took. I'm guessing it took a long time. I went up to 200. But yeah, so I compiled these into a GIF, and since since the compiling is using the full resolution pictures instead of the 500 by 500 resolution pictures, the compiling it into a GIF actually took a while too. But yeah, I'll show you this GIF now. It's notice the bottom right. It's rendering. It takes a while to render since the image files are full resolution. But yeah, so this GIF is actually what I had in mind of producing when I started the demos. So yeah, just bear with me while this loads. I think that this GIF is it's definitely more revealing as to how the compression works, because we're not compressing it, we're not recompressing any pictures. But yeah, we'll see it shortly. Yeah, so now all the pixels are involved, so there's a higher level of detail. The only thing is that I can figure out how to include a title to show how many pixels are involved, or how many singular values are involved. But yeah, you'll notice that within a few seconds the picture becomes much more clear than it was for the JPEGs, just as a result of the bigger pixel matrix. So yeah, I think this kind of shows the process much better than the demo last night. Yep, here you have it. Singular value decomp. All right.